Warm welcome to All India Sri Shivaji Memorial Society, Institute of Information Technology, Pune, Maharashtra. I, Mrs. Kulkarni Shetal V, Assistant Professor from Department of Instrumentation Engineering, AISSMS, IOIT, Pune, Maharashtra. In this session, we are going to discuss development of wireless sensor network. Contents are introduction, design constraints, WSN application, case study, challenges, advantages and disadvantages. What is wireless sensor network? Wireless sensor network, it is a connection of devices in a network with the goal of information communication from a monitored field via wireless link. This diagram indicates wireless sensor network. Within this sensor field, various sensors or devices are connected via link for information communication. Also, we can say collection of sensing devices that can communicate wirelessly. Need of wireless sensor network. For example, due to this pandemic situation, all we are at home. But if a patient would need a continuous monitoring system, he is supposed to go to hospital. But because of this pandemic situation, it's not possible. But at home, the patient can monitor and measure the parameters. But we need some medical suggestions. So here the role of wireless sensor network come in picture. By wireless sensor network technology, patient can interact with doctor and all the parameters are okay, or if any emergency, the message can received by using this technology. These are the different wireless sensor network application such are in our environmental, home automation, entertainment, smart building, such as military, agriculture. In this video, we are going to discuss the health monitoring system case study. Design constraints for wireless sensor network are component selection. The component should be selected as per the requirement. Scalability. Sensor network vary in scale from several nodes to potentially several hundred thousands. The deployment density is also variable. The protocols deployed in sensor networks need to be scalable to high resolution levels and to be able to maintain adequate performance. Hardware compatibility, it should be configurable with all devices. Addition of hardware to be analyzed, balanced against cost and low power requirement. Sensor network topology, resources in terms of energy, computing power, memory and communication capabilities with constraints. Energy consumption is of paramount importance, which is demonstrated by the large number of algorithm techniques and protocols that have been developed to save energy, environment effect, power consumption and cost. Components required for the development of wireless sensor network. Initially, the different sensors to measure the physiological parameters of a human body, microcontroller to control all the operations and display output, Zigbee for the wireless communication, and final receiving station monitoring station. The key features of microcontrollers are listed out here, whereas it's having a memory, the facility, also the multiple internal and external interrupt sources are available, and the microcontroller is compatible with all sensors and LCD display system is available. Zigbee technology, it is less expensive and simpler. Low cost allows the technology to be widely deployed in wireless control and monitoring application. Low power usage allows longer life with smaller batteries. Physical layer is responsible for activating the radio that transmits or receives packets. The physical layer Also, select the channel frequency and make sure the channel is not currently used by any other devices on another network. Medium access control, it controls frame validation, guarantee time slots and handles node associations. Finally, it offers hook points for several services. Network, which type of network is used? Star, mesh and cluster type, and these two are the application layers. Now we will discuss the case study of wireless sensor network for health monitoring system. The system is divided into sensing subsystem, which having all the sensors, processing subsystem where the microcontroller and Zigbee part is available, and finally the display system. The transmission section consists of the sensing subsystem and processing subsystem part, and in this receiving section consists of the Zigbee and final alarming or a display system. First, the patient is measuring all the parameters. Through the microcontroller we can access those parameters and we are going to display. But the role of Zigbee comes in a picture, like the Zigbee is able to communicate from the transmitter section to receiver section, and towards the receiving section via the communication protocol will display the output of the parameters. Here the same example we are going to discuss. The patient is at a different location. Node 1, node 2, node 3 are nothing but the patient 1, patient 2 and patient 3 respectively. When they measure all the parameters through the Zigbee, through the wireless communication, we are going to collect all the information through the microcontroller and we will transmit to the receiver section where the analysis of the parameters are get possible. Through the doctor we will get the solution if any emergency is there, so some messages and some alarming procedure is get completed. While performing this wireless sensor network development, there are certain challenges. So those challenges are bandwidth demand, real time management at a distance, power management, network scale and time varying characteristics. Advantages are it is a flexible system, additional of new devices possible to connect, it will save the cost and useful for the society. Disadvantages are there is the possibility of system hack, so we have to follow the security levels, speed of communication, and it is costly for large scale applications. These are the references used while doing this video. Thank you for your patient listening and watching this video, and keep learning.